Hello, namaste, adab. Welcome to another episode of KSP View. In KSP View, there are not only the reviews of the latest movies, but I'm going to dwell into the Indian classics. The classics which have left an everlasting impact on people like me and for many generations. And today, I cannot think of any other movie than Anand, which got released in 1971, starring Rajesh Khanna and Amitabh Bachchan. According to me, yes, purely according to my view, Anand was not made. Anand just happened. Yes, I love Hrishikesh Mukherjee. He has taken a lot of pains along with the entire team of his to make a beautiful film. But this movie cannot happen just with an idea or a passion. It happens from something which comes from the soul. And hence it's inexplicable that the way the movie went on, and it's just amazing. It just blew me out. Even today, before I did this review, I watched the film, and throughout the movie, there's only one reality which happened, which is I was continuously crying. The cry of joy, the cry of empathy, the cry of the subject. It's just about everything. Anand begins from the search of Hrishikesh Mukherjee for the hero. Apparently, he touched base with Dharmender. He even knocked the doors of Kishore Kumar, and he wanted Shashi Kapoor also to come and act. But finally, the most fortunate and the most deserving was Rajesh Khanna, who incidentally gave 17 big hits between 1969 and 1971. Such is the story of Anand. Anand is as much Amitabh's movie as it's Rajesh Khanna's. In fact, like the dialogue which goes at the faggot of the movie in Anand, where Rajesh Khanna tells Amitabh something on these lines. मैं हर रोज तेरी सूरत में तेरी आंखों में मौत देखता हूं. Which when Rajesh Khanna says, every day I see the death in your eyes, in your expressions. I'm so unfortunate, he says. That exactly is how the audience feels. So, in other words, Amitabh Bachchan represents the audience, and he carried it off so well. Anand gave him the recognition of an actor, while Zanjeer subsequently gave him the star status. It's Anand, I think, after that, which the offers started pouring in. And you also know about Namak Haram, where Amitabh and Rajesh Khanna acted together, and that also went on to become a blockbuster hit. So people must be wondering why Anand now, the movie of 1971, why it is being talked about in 2024. Ironically, for me, movie has to give an experience. It's a connect with something deeper. So today, when I see so many movies which are made larger than life, I respect them, but there are also movies like Anand which are required to be watched, the younger generation. And I have shown some movies of 70s and 80s to an younger generation, but the way they connected with Anand is something which I cannot explain. That is the power of Anand. Anand, apart from Rajesh Khanna and Amitabh Bachchan, I think the main hero of the movie is Hrishikesh Mukherjee. Hrishikesh Mukherjee, I think, got inspired by a Japanese movie called Ikuru, but along with Hrishikesh Mukherjee, he had three more guys, stupendous guys, who wrote the screenplay together, and that's what made Anand very different. And the sketch of characters of Anand, of Rajesh Khanna and Amitabh is so unparalleled in the history of India. You have four screenplay writers, okay, Bimal Datta, the great Gulzar, and D.N. Mukherjee, and Hrishikesh Mukherjee himself. And the music is given by Salil Chaudhary. In most parts of the movies, trust me, people talk about BGM so much these days, there is absolutely no background score. It's the way the characters are shot, the way the story is told, you don't even realize. You know, when I'm watching for 100th time, I suddenly felt today that yes, indeed, there are no music. And one aspect which I don't want to miss telling you is there is a lot of silence on the drama in the movie before Rajesh Khanna enters. The minute Rajesh Khanna enters, there is some subtle movie which comes to accompany the emotion of the scene. Trust me, guys, I'm sure you'll also shed tears in that scenario. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Every aspect of the movie is so well conceived, is so intense that it is bound to affect you in a very positive way, and you will think movies of this kind also have to be encouraged in today's world. And the casting is so marvelous. Apart from the main casting, the supporting cast is so beautiful. The scenes with Durga Kote, with Lalita Power, and Johnny Walker are just amazing, and it's definitely going to choke your throat. Each of them add value to the character Anand. Perhaps Rishikesh Mukherjee wanted to say by titling the movie as Anand, it's not the name, but it's a feeling, which he wants to say that people have to be happy no matter what happens in their life. So, Anand is not a sad movie. Anand is not depressing. Anand is not melodramatic. Anand is not emotional. So, what is Anand? There is one word which actually defines what Anand is. And the right meaning for that word is only Anand, which is poignant. It touches you from deep inside. Every scene, every dialogue is so powerful, so intense that you will get glued to it. And the length of the movie is just about 2 hours or 5, 6 minutes. And you will not get up even to have a cup of tea or water. Such is the engagement of Anand. The sensitivity of the movie is so well expressed in the last scene where Rajesh Khanna asks somebody to play the tape, and he times it so well, which actually speaks about the friendship, the kind of emotion, the kind of connect that he has with the character of Amitabh Bachchan, that he exactly knows what he feels and he times it to his coming back and his dialogue. And that famous dialogue, all of you should know. When the tape ends, when Amitabh comes to Rajesh Khanna and says, "You can't leave me," and suddenly the voice from nowhere, which is actually the end of the tape, comes. जिंदगी और मौत ऊपर वाले के हाथ में है जहाँ पना जिसे ना आप बदल सकते हैं और ना मैं हम सब रंगमंच के कठपुतलियां हैं जिसकी डोर ऊपर वाले के पर है कब कौन कैसे करता है हमें नहीं मालूम something on these lines. The movie ends on something on these lines. And this is the only movie which, according to me, has dealt with terminal illness, death, life, joy, sadness in a way which is a textbook, in a way which is a prayer for people like me. So don't miss to watch Anand. Even if you have watched it 10 times, watch the 11th time. Because I have seen 100 times and I try to figure out exactly the philosophy behind the last scene. And that particular scene I have seen 1,000 times thanks to YouTube, which has cut it and put it on the YouTube. And don't miss Anand if you are a film lover. I am not against the big bombastic films, the high budget films, the larger than life films, but Indian movies, the base, the foundation are these classics. And I'm going to come out with these classics on and off. And like I said, my favorite, all time biggest hit is Anand कभी मरता नहीं आनंद हमेशा जीता है this is what Amitabh Bachchan says so it's not just the character but the feeling of happiness is always everlasting and it's up to you as to how well you make it happen to your life and Anand is a very big inspiration for me and the greatest movie of all time. Thank you, buddies.